6-6.
This SV Twiz the Hood blogger, y'all know how I carry it. Today I got a story on the Pennsylvania teacher who was killed in front of her 11-year-old son while going through the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru, all because her boyfriend chose to cheat on her. And with this person that he cheated on her with, she was obsessed with him. She stalked his household. She put his family through a lot of things. And it's all because this guy couldn't control himself. He wasn't content with the woman that he had. He wasn't content with, having a stable household, a family. And this man chose to go out and cheat. And a lot of that stuff get glorified, especially in the black communities, through music, through movies, and just in the hood period, where guys think that it's a game, but you don't understand what you putting people through. And that also goes for the females too. Females that cheat and deal with a bunch of different men, or even if it's one other guy. And when you go out and you commit these acts as far as cheating, you don't understand the level of the jeopardy that you can be putting that person in, the level of the jeopardy you could be putting your family in, yourself in. Because today, I just got to present this story, and I have to say rest in peace to Rachel King, condolences to her family, and extra condolences to her 11-year-old son, because this was a very tragic situation for your 11-year-old son to witness your mom getting killed right in front of your face. An innocent kid, an innocent woman sat up here and had to deal with this all because of a messy situation. But I'm not going to talk too much, but this is SV Twiz the Hood blogger, and today I do this video of Rachel King. Rest in peace.
2 people have been arrested in the murder of a mother shot in the drive-thru of a local Dunkin'. As we learn about the chilling details tonight, the parents of Rachel King share their grief and their hope for the future. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington.
I'm Jessica Cartalia. Prosecutors say a romantic rival plotted Rachel King's murder. They say 34-year-old Julie Jean had an affair with King's boyfriend. When he ended it, police say that Jean planned to kill King with the help of this man, Zaki Al-Kahim. Investigators say that Jean bought the silver car seen at the Cheltenham Dunkin' where Rachel King was killed. Authorities believe that Al-Hakim also used that car in a murder in Philadelphia just 4 days before she was murdered. Both Jean and Al-Hakim are behind bars tonight.
I've seen a lot of horrible and even horrific homicides, evil homicides, in my nearly 30 years of doing this as a prosecutor. And suffice it to say, I'm struggling with this one.
It has been a painful journey for Rachel King's family. Her parents sat down with our Carrie Corrado.
I spoke with Rachel King's parents. They say they are taking it day by day. They say the death of their daughter felt like a bad dream, and the moment they found out, their world stopped.
I want to do God's will. And He calls us to forgive.
Powerful words from Alan and Carol King. Their daughter Rachel was shot and killed in a Dunkin' drive-thru in Cheltenham after a months-long plot. They say their faith is what's helping them find strength in this difficult time.
I would have lost my mind 2 weeks ago. It's only the power of the living God keeping me.
Rachel King's son was in the backseat at the time of the shooting, and her parents say he is getting support for the trauma.
He said, "My mommy didn't deserve to die like that."
Investigators say they found the 2 people responsible for what they call an apparent murder for hire.
I gasped when I saw those faces on the screen during the press conference. I don't know why I gasped, but it was like, here are the people. They are real. And they did a horrific, terrible thing. But at the end of the day, they will have to answer for it.
King was a teacher at Grover Cleveland Elementary School in the Tioga section of Philadelphia. Her parents say she was passionate, funny, very caring, and loved R&B music.
She was a wonderful teacher.
Her parents say they are not looking back and not holding on to any anger following her death.
People have asked if you knew the how, the why, the whens. You know, how important is that to you? And I've told them it really isn't that important because it doesn't change the outcome.
The parents say they are so grateful for all of the support from the investigators to schools, churches, and the entire community. They say they hope to help other families grieving and healing from gun violence. Carrie Corrado, CBS News, Philadelphia.
A Pennsylvania teacher who was killed in front of her 11-year-old son in the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru lane was a victim of a months-long murder hired for plot. Authorities announced on April 11th, around 7:30 a.m., King was fatally shot by a fleeing gunman. Allegedly, Al-Hakim as her 11-year-old son sat in the backseat of her car at Melrose Shopping Center in Cheltenham, a Philadelphia suburb. Authorities said Zaki Al-Hakim, age 33, and Julia Jean, 34, were arrested in connection with the death of the 35-year-old Rachel King. According to an April 26 press release from Montgomery County District Attorney's Office, both are charged with first-degree murder, third-degree murder, conspiracy, and other offenses. Investigators now believe Jean plotted to kill King months before the murder with the help of Al-Hakim. After King's longtime boyfriend, William Hayes, ended his alleged affair with Jean last year. When Hayes broke off the relationship with Jean, she allegedly continued to text, call, and harass the couple, prompting Hayes to obtain the protection from abuse from Jean, authorities said. The cold-blooded killing of Rachel King was a targeted murder of an innocent person, planned by these two defendants and horrifically carried in front of King's son. District Attorney Kevin R. Still claimed in a statement, "It is a tragic killing of a good person, all because of an ended affair." In mid-January, Jean made contact with Al-Hakim, the cousin of her 3 children's father, authorities said. Investigators claim the suspects communicated and met multiple times leading up to the murder. Authorities said a photo of King was found on the suspected shooter's phone, along with a Google Maps screenshot of King's exact apartment in the surrounding area. During the investigation into King's death, the DA's office alleged Jean deleted nearly 800 text messages with Al-Hakim just 13 minutes before her interview with the police on April 12th. Jean and Al-Hakim were essentially linked by a silver Mercury Sable that was seen on the surveillance video at the scene of King's shooting outside of King's home in the days leading up to her death, according to the DA's office. Al-Hakim obtained the vehicle on March 30th, 2023, less than 2 weeks before the murder, when Al-Hakim and Jean went together to buy it at the shop on 61st Street in Philadelphia, PA. The release states, the vehicle was purchased in Julia Jean's name on April 11th. Al-Hakim parked the sedan outside the Dunkin' Donuts and walked up to King's black Ford Edge and fired shots through the driver window.
A beloved mother to an 11-year-old son, Jalen, and she was also a very popular teacher, cherished by her students at Grover Cleveland Elementary School. And she was even featured here on Fox 29 on The Classroom, where she gave out a shout-out to her son.
A huge shout-out right now, and you know who that's to? My man, Jalen. What up, second grader, the coolest one in the books.
Yes!
Hey, study, dude. She's awesome. Make sure you study.
I told you, Mom,
do your homework.
And the search is still on for the shooter, and we are joined now by her brother, Alan King. Thank you.
Good morning.
For
Condolences.
us. Yeah, I can't imagine what this has been like for you.
Yeah, it's not been easy. Just taking care of my nephew right now, though. It's just been a lot in the last 2 days.
Yeah.
How is Jalen doing?
As we expected, I don't think it's really hit him yet. He just keeps saying his stomach hurts, and I can't tell him it's not food, and it's not, he's sick. It just doesn't stop. But he's eating, so that's a good thing. It's like a measurement of, I guess, processing. Yeah. But yeah, he's carrying a picture around of my sister. He won't let it go. He's everywhere he goes, it's in his hand. I'm just afraid it's going to get wrinkled or rip or something, and he won't have it.
And do you think he even understands what happened? Or, I mean, he was there. It's just, do you think he even knows, as, like you said, it's processing?
Yeah, I don't. My sister, unfortunately, was in 2 accidents. She totaled her car, and he was in the car for one and saw the other one, and cars are just not going to be his favorite thing for a while, I think, which is really unfortunate.